पैराग्राफ का ऑप्शन है. Okay, so कैसी है जनता? How are you? Pranam, Namaste, Sat Shri Akal, and good evening to all wonderful audience who are here to meet one of the famous personalities of mathematics Olympiad history. So I can see lot many students are lined up. Hello, कैसे हम? Okay, मैं आपके names नहीं लूंगा. We will directly jump on to the interaction of a person जिसके लिए जिनका आप वेट कर रहे हैं. कौन? अरे यहाँ पे तो दो मैं ही नजर आ रहा हूँ, फोटो में भी मैं तो मुझे थोड़ा सा डिस्प्लेस होना पड़ेगा. And now you can see the personality that is Arshdeep Singh, a record breaker who had scored full marks in RMO, Regional Maths Olympiad. Okay, bhai, good evening. So for all those who are wishing me good evening to all of you. So we are here to have a chit chat or interaction with Arshdeep Singh. So I here comes the Arshdeep Singh. So please, a big round of applause for Arshdeep. So hello, students, quickly, show me some enthusiasm, some smileys, some thumbs up, and welcome Arshdeep. And now he is here to answer your queries, and he is here to answer my queries also, because for me also it is really very surprising that how can a student score so well in one of the toughest Olympiads, and that also full out of full, right? Chaliye, so let's start with the interaction. Hello Arshdeep, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So, okay, so you are fine and you are here for answering queries of students. So students, you can post your questions, but let me have a bit of interaction with Arshdeep, and then I will pass on the thing to you, and then you would be in position to ask him as many questions as per the time limit. So, Om Tiwari is saying good evening to me and saying hi bhaiya to you. So you can read the chat and you can respond to them as per what they are saying, right? Chaliye. In any case, so let's start with the questions. And because I was very much curious to know that ये जो पूरा का पूरा जर्नी है, सारा का सारा मैथ्स ओलंपियाड का जर्नी है, मीन्स उससे पहले मीन्स मैं आप से मेरे पास बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन है आपसे पूछने के लिए, बट मैं एक चीज जानना चाहता हूँ, ये पूरा प्रोसेस शुरू कैसे हुआ? हाउ यू गॉट दैट किक ऑफ preparing for Maths Olympiad, which is one of the toughest Olympiads. And as a matter of fact, Arshdeep is not only known for his achievement in Maths Olympiad, he has also cracked Physics Olympiad, Chemistry Olympiad, and Astronomy Olympiad. Am I right?
Yeah, like top 300.
Top 300. He was among the top 300 students in India in these three Olympiads also. And he also bagged rank 41 in JEE Advanced and thereby landing in IIT Mumbai, right? चलिए, so moving on to Arshdeep, थोड़ा सा बताइए अपनी जर्नी के बारे में students को, so they are waiting to listen something from your side.
Okay, frankly, actually, like I didn't know about the Olympiads, but like when I reached 9th class, few of my friends, they were preparing for NTSE, but like I was not preparing for it, but I got to know the questions from them, like how, and I used to find them very challenging and interesting. And mathematics particularly caught me by surprise, because like there were such good problems which we used to not see in our school curriculum and school textbooks. So then I just started doing firstly I began with solving the maths textbooks from higher classes, like 10th plus 1, these kind of things, like basic topics I used to cover and learn from them. But then around middle of my 9th class, I got to learn about this regional mathematics Olympiad that happens and like how prestigious it is. So I started following a few things, like going through the past year papers and then try to solve it, and then appeared for it also. But like that year I was not able to, I didn't crack the Olympiad, because the first thing is I didn't particularly study the theory, and the techniques that are required for cracking this exam are very different from generally like your school NCR, CBSE exams and even MCQ exams, because these are like subjective problems and they require a very different skill set to solve the questions. So finally I started looking deeply into the theory, following more problem sets, solving a lot of problems, and then finally in 10th class I was able to clear this exam.
Okay, I will try to interrupt you over here. Look students, one message which I am picking from what he is sharing with us is, he very humbly shared that he was unable to crack the same thing in the 9th class because he was not thorough with the theory part. And when he moved on to the 10th part, he was in position to crack that. That simply gives us a lesson that theory is really very important. You need to grasp that, you need to know the basics, and you need to start from the grassroots level. So that is very much clear. So Arshdeep, 9th हो गया, 10th हो गया, but उसके बाद क्या मीन्स? बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे हैं जो 10th क्लास में जब जाते हैं तो उनको लगता है यार अब तो सिर्फ जेई है या नीट है, राइट? तो ओलंपियाड फोकस बहुत कम बच्चे ये सोच के करते हैं कि अगर ओलंपियाड के लिए प्रिपरेशन करेंगे तो पक्का जेई नीट कहीं ना कहीं रह जाएगा. So there is a myth जो बहुत सारे बच्चे मुझसे पूछते भी हैं, that sir if we will prepare for Olympiads we feel that we would be losing on to the preparation of JEE and NEET. Is that true? Means क्या Olympiad इतना मुश्किल है कि उसके लिए प्रिपरेशन करेंगे तो हमारा JEE NEET जो है वो नीचे रह जाएगा? बिकॉज आपके केस में तो यू आर लाइक मतलब मीन्स यू हैव अचीव्ड एवरीथिंग, ऑल ओलंपियाड्स एंड गेटिंग रैंक 41 इन JEE एडवांस. सो काइंडली एक्सप्लेन दिस होल थिंग, मीन्स ये एक्चुअली क्या है? ठीक है,
पर्सनली मुझे लगता है कि 9th and 10th class is the ideal class to start preparing for Olympiads. In +1 and +2, the mathematics, if you are very strong in JEE maths also, I think to some extent you can clear regional maths Olympiad, but to clear the national level, I think you will have to prepare separately for the subjective level problems and a more advanced theory that is not covered in JEE maths. तो लाइक पर्सनली वही मेरा रिकमेंडेशन रहेगा कि अगर आप ओलंपियाड्स को लेके सीरियस हो तो 9th 10th इज़ एन आइडियल टाइम, बिकॉज इवन इफ यू गेट सिलेक्टेड फॉर द से द कैंप और द इंटरनेशनल मैथ्स ओलंपियाड ऑल्सो, इवन इफ यू गेट सिलेक्टेड देयर, क्योंकि अगर तुम वहाँ जाओगे, क्योंकि फर्स्टली तो मैथ्स कैंप इज़ 1 month लॉन्ग, ठीक है, तो जस्ट गोइंग देयर फॉर 1 month इन +1 और +2 इज़ गोइंग टू हिंडर योर JEE प्रिपरेशन अलॉट, ठीक है. सेकेंडली अगर आप इंटरनेशनल के लिए चले गए तो और टाइम लिमिट आपकी डिसरप्ट हो जाएगी. तो फॉर दो स्टूडेंट्स हु आर प्लानिंग टू स्टार्ट इन +1, आई वुड से कि इट्स अ लिटिल रिस्की इफ यू आर सीरियस अबाउट योर JEE एंड NEET एग्जाम्स, राइट? बट ठीक है, मतलब एज एन इफ यू आर लाइक लाइटली अगर आप थोड़ा उन प्रॉब्लम्स में इंडल्ज कर रहे हैं तो इट्स नॉट बैड, बट फुली आप उसमें टाइम इन्वेस्ट करें, आई वुड नॉट रिकमेंड इफ यू आर सीरियस अबाउट JEE. Otherwise it's
okay. So students, the message is very much clear. What he is telling us is that it is good to start for any Olympiad preparation from the 9th class, because तब आपको टाइम ज़्यादा मिलता है, आप अपने बेसिक्स को और अच्छे से पढ़ते हैं और ज़्यादा फोकस्ड रहते हैं, और +1 +2 में आप फिर बैलेंस आउट कर पाते हैं अपनी JEE या NEET की प्रिपरेशन को अलॉन्ग विद योर ओलंपियाड प्रिपरेशन. तो अर्शदीप, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन और है, अभी वैसे बच्चे पूछ भी रहे थे, उस पर आते हैं. Like you were among the top 300 in almost all Olympiads, physics, chemistry, NSEA, that is astronomy and maths also. तो अभी एक student was asking, sir इनमें से सबसे मुश्किल कौन सा है? Which one is the difficult out of these and which one is the easiest as per you? Means आपको जो experience हुआ था.
ठीक है, इन लेवल्स ऑफ प्रिपरेशन आई थिंक मैंने सिर्फ मैथ्स में लाइक बहुत ज़्यादा प्रिपेयर किया था एक्चुअली. लाइक आई स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम मिड 9th टू लाइक इवन 10th आई फुली डेडिकेटेड टू इट. बाकी एग्जाम फिजिक्स में आई स्टार्टेड प्रिपेयरिंग इन +1, एंड द थिंग इज कि फिजिक्स प्रिपरेशन एंड केमिस्ट्री प्रिपरेशन फॉर ओलंपियाड, लाइक आई थिंक फॉर द फर्स्ट 2 stages is like very parallel with the JEE chemistry and physics.
Okay.
So that also helps, like तो अगर आप प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं तो इट्स नॉट अ वेरी डिफरेंट पाथ यू विल हैव टू टेक. बट फॉर मैथ्स आई थिंक मैंने सबसे ज़्यादा प्रिपेयर किया, सो आई वुड से कि it's the toughest compared to physics and chemistry, because सिंपली बिकॉज कि उसमें अगर आपको इतना डाइवर्ज नहीं करना पड़ता अपने नॉर्मल स्टडीज एंड नॉर्मल करिकुलम से.
ओके, आई हैव वन मोर क्वेश्चन. राइट, लाइक अभी आपने ओलंपियाड के लिए प्रिपेयर किया और आपने सभी ओलंपियाड के लिए प्रिपेयर किया. बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे हैं जो सिर्फ एक ओलंपियाड उठाते हैं, 2 उठाते हैं, बट यू आर अमंग द टॉप 300 इन ऑलमोस्ट ऑल ओलंपियाड्स एंड you even reached to the camp of this Maths Olympiad, right? Now I am interested in knowing कि क्या ये सारा प्रिपरेशन आपको जेई में हेल्प किया कुछ, मींस वाज दैट हेल्पफुल इन प्रिपरेशन फॉर जेई बिकॉज यू स्कोर्ड सो वेल इन जेई आल्सो. तो क्या ये जेई मेंस या जेई एडवांस में किसी तरीके से हेल्पफुल रहता है?
या डेफिनेटली, मतलब मैथ्स के लिए तो मैं डेफिनेटली बोलूँगा कि इट वाज अ ह्यूज हेल्प टू मी फॉर द जेई एग्जाम. ठीक है, वन डिफरेंस इज देयर कि जेई एग्जाम इज मोर बिल्ट ऑन लाइक द ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप पैटर्न, राइट, एंड इट्स ऑल्सो अ टाइम, मतलब रेस अगेंस्ट द क्लॉक. तो देयर यू नीड टू नो एंड क्रैम फॉर्मूलाज टेक्निक्स टू अ मच मोर लेवल देन इन ओलंपियाड्स, वेयर यू नीड टू develop a more problem solving skill and you need to be able to come up with proofs on your own without any help. So but the thing is ki once you are very clear with the basic approach, like how these proofs are built, so in JEE it used to help me in the way ki never used to get stuck in a question ki yaar I'm not even getting any clue ki where to start, because I had a sufficient experience in the Olympiad problems, so I used to get कि ठीक है ये टेक्निक या ये टेक्निक से I can start with.
Got it. Yeah. So what I am getting from Arshdeep's statement is that he has learned the art of problem solving. That is how to approach a problem, how to tackle a problem. That was clear in the brain. So whenever he used to face any new problem in physics, chemistry, maths, any subject, he used to utilize his experience of Olympiad preparation in solving or cracking those problems. So that is awesome. Means आपका जो problem solving का approach है वो refine हो जाता है when you prepare for Olympiad. So that is crystal clear. But अभी बच्चे पूछ रहे थे आपकी इतनी achievements हैं, they were asking, so how many hours you used to study? आप रोज पढ़ते कितना थे? Means सारा दिन पढ़ते रहते थे? वैसे ऐसा है नहीं. For on the lighter side मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. अर्शदीप means जब मुंबई पहुंचे, right? And the best thing which I could see over there was the dance videos, and he used to upload that and they were awesome, so awesome कि मैंने कभी एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था कि अर्शदीप इतना सही परफॉर्मर हो सकता है, and they were really awesome, right? And you can even search and follow him, right, for the same, and then you will come to know what I am saying, right? But अभी के लिए अर्शदीप आप बताइए, जो बच्चे पूछ रहे हैं कि आप कितनी देर पढ़ते थे रोज?
अच्छा, actually this question I have faced many times and every time I think I go for the same answer, because the thing is you cannot quantify how many hours you need to study because हर बच्चे की ability अलग होती है. Some people can take less time to understand and solve a problem, others might take more. So just quantifying based on time is very like not good for your preparation. So I would suggest कि make your preparation more goal based. ठीक है कि today I need to solve this chapter, these many question papers, these many problems. Like you need to set goals for today and then try to finish those goals. Also one more thing, try to set realistic goals. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं जोश में आज सेट कर दिया कि मैं पूरी किताब खत्म कर दूंगा आज. That is also not realistic. Absolutely. And also the underside also कि मैं सिर्फ एक क्वेश्चन आज सॉल्व करूंगा. That is too low, right?
Okay.
So with experience you can keep goals and then also push those goals as you get better and better, right? And like don't and never quantify your preparation, because अगर तुम बोलोगे कि मेरे को आज 3 घंटे पढ़ना है तो you'll just keep on looking at the clock कि कब मेरे 3 घंटे खत्म होंगे, कब मैं खेलने जाऊँ. तो you should be in love with firstly अगर कोई भी ओलंपियाड दे रहे हो, जैसे मैं मैथ्स की बात करूँ, you should be in love with maths, right? तो तुम्हें टाइम नहीं दिखना चाहिए जब तुम प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहे हो या उसके बारे में पढ़ रहे हो. You should be so passionate about it.
Great. So students, before I move on to the next question for Arshdeep, उससे पहले मैं आपकी तरफ से थोड़े से स्माइली और थोड़े से लाइक्स चाहता हूं और सेशन लाइक्स भी चाहता हूं. भाई Arshdeep is answering any and every question of yours in a fantastic way, and believe me, every answer is giving you a message. The message is crystal clear. You need to be clear in your fundas, you need to start early, you need to stick to certain goal, you need to follow that goal. So that is quite clear. बट थोड़े से स्माइली थम्स अप बनेंगे तो पता चलेगा कि जनता को समझ आ रहा है, मुझे तो समझ आ रहा है, बिकॉज आई एम लिसनिंग डायरेक्टली. यू नीड टू टेल मी वेदर यू आर गेटिंग दिस और नॉट. सो शो मी सम स्माइली, सम थम्स अप एंड सम सेशन लाइक्स. और मैं जा रहा हूं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ. Arshdeep से. That is, I'm going to ask him a newer question now because आपने बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन पूछे, मैंने बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन आपके इनको पास ऑन किए, राइट, और इन्होंने उनको अच्छे से आंसर भी किया. अभी भी मैं देख पा रहा हूँ बहुत सारे. ओके, चलो ये मैं आंसर करवाता हूँ. बहुत सारे बच्चे पूछ रहे हैं. अर्शदीप, स्टूडेंट्स आर आस्किंग हाउ टू स्टार्ट दिस मैथमेटिक्स ओलंपियाड जर्नी. मीन स्टेप बाय स्टेप थोड़ा बच्चों को गाइड करो कि अगर कोई बच्चा स्क्रैच से शुरू कर रहा है तो उसको क्या करना चाहिए, देन अगर वो बिगनर से थोड़ा आगे है उसको क्या करना चाहिए. एंड फॉर योर नॉलेज, these days in the previous cycle there was no pre-RMO or RMO. They had clubbed both these stages and the output was IOQM.
Okay.
Right? So there is a chance because of Corona, this time also there will be a paper IOQM, Indian Olympiad Qualifier for Mathematics. Right? So which is bit more than pre-RMO,
okay,
and lesser than RMO. So it is midway, I would say, as per the paper level. Right? So as per that, how they should be preparing for Maths Olympiad, kindly guide them.
Okay, so basically I think firstly you need to know the topics that are being covered in these Olympiads. You can go to the official website or maybe pick up 2-3 books that are like very good for this preparation, and then go over all the topics and try to develop enough techniques, approaches in each of the topic, right? You need to so the first step I would say is ki go through the theoretical part of the various topics. Then just a lot of problem solving, ठीक है. And once you feel कि I am at a decent level, I am able to solve problems, I am able to come up with proofs, right? Then what you can do is go for past year papers, ठीक है. The material that is provided, I think, here also. And also you can, if you feel कि ठीक है इस साल के problems भी मेरे खत्म हो गए, मतलब इंडिया के मैथ्स ओलंपियाड के सारे problems भी मैंने tackle कर लिए. So there are, like I used to go for British Maths Olympiad papers and other countries also. I used to search them and solve their problems also. A simple Google search will you can find these papers online. And theory is very important, but like one more thing I think is very important is कि theory को कैसे पढ़ना है. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि theory पढ़ रहा हूँ रट रहा हूँ. This is not a very ideal approach, because you need to understand कि ये प्रूफ्स कैसे लोगों ने जनरेट किए. लाइक यू नीड टू बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ये कंस्ट्रक्शन कैसे सोची किसी ने, ये सब्स्टिट्यूशन कैसे सोचा. अगर आप वो पर्टिकुलर सब्स्टिट्यूशन बस देख के, कंस्ट्रक्शन बस देख के आप आगे बढ़ जाओगे तो यू विल नेवर बी एबल टू कम अप विद अ न्यू कंस्ट्रक्शन दैट अनदर प्रॉब्लम माइट रिक्वायर, राइट. सो जस्ट ट्रीट एवरी थ्योरम एज अ प्रॉब्लम, ठीक है. इट्स नॉट कि ये थ्योरम है तो मैं सॉल्व नहीं कर सकता, मेरे को पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा इसका प्रूफ, राइट. हर थ्योरम को भी एक प्रॉब्लम की तरह ट्रीट करो, ट्राई टू सॉल्व इट. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक दिन में सॉल्व हो जाएगा. मे बी गिव इट अ few days also. In the early phase of your preparation you have enough time, so you can give like 1 or 2 days also to solve a problem, right? So just try to solve it and develop a never give up attitude, because I think one thing I felt in the Maths Olympiad is कि the problems are such कि you will not be, मतलब आपको एकदम से क्लिक नहीं करेगा कि इसकी अप्रोच क्या है. And if you give up very early, you will not be able to solve them. So you should have a never give up attitude. वो सिर्फ इसी चीज़ से आएगा कि आप इनके solutions directly ना देखें, but खुद भी काफ़ी टाइम दें इन चीज़ों को. Try to come up with the proofs yourself, and then if you are able to come up with the proof, then also look at the official solution and for other approaches. Like sometimes it happens कि तुम एक approach निकालते हो, but the solution में जो approach है या फिर जो book में approach दी है वो different है. तो learn from that also, right? जितना information जहाँ से आप ले सकते हो, जितने approaches जहाँ से ले सकते हो, try to gather them and memorize also. ऐसा नहीं कि एक problem आप solve कर रहे हो, कल को same problem आ जाए तो आप फिर से सोचने बैठ रहे हो. ऐसा भी नहीं होना चाहिए. तो try to keep that problem approach in your mind also somewhere.
Okay, great. That was an awesome feedback or guidance, right? Arshdeep, I would like to tell you that last year Vedantu had also launched a full program for various Olympiads under the heading or under the institute that is Vedantu Olympiad School. Okay. That is this particular place. But our results, these are our results. Like if you see, moving on to that is IOQA, IOQJS, we have contributed everywhere. We have contributed everywhere, and the credit goes to all these viewers, because many of the viewers who used to watch us on this channel, they used to then contact us and they used to prepare with us, and these are the awesome results. And 2 of our students are even moving to this camps also, right? But there are still many more questions which they wish to ask, and I also wish to ask, like अभी आपकी जर्नी में आपका रैंक 41 आया और आप IIT पहुंचे, तो IIT का एक्सपोजर कैसा है, IIT मुंबई का, बिकॉज दैट्स अ ड्रीम प्लेस फॉर मेनी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स. सो मींस डिफाइन, मतलब थोड़ा सा इलैबोरेट कीजिए, हाउ वाज द जर्नी ओवर देयर.
ओके, ठीक है. पहले तो लाइक वाइल एंटरिंग IIT, आई थिंक आई हैड अ प्री कंसीव्ड नोशन विच मेनी पीपल हैव कि माई मोस्ट ऑफ माई लाइफ इन द कॉलेज विल रिवॉल्व अराउंड अकेडमिक्स ओनली, राइट. बट जब मैं वहाँ पहुँचा तो आई सॉ कि देर आर सो मेनी टैलेंटेड पीपल देयर एंड सो मेनी इवेंट्स, फेस्ट एंड थिंग्स आर हैपनिंग अराउंड द लाइक होल ईयर. कुछ ना कुछ तो होता ही रहता है, you'll never feel bored. People are so good at various like cultural activities, dance, acting, singing हो गया, sports में they are so good. So it's not कि मतलब obviously there is a like research अगर आपको pursue करनी है, these type of things if you want to pursue, there is enough facilities and support you will get there. But also if you want to like for these cultural things or sports activities also, there is enough infrastructure and facilities available in the campus कि आप बहुत आराम से इनको परस्यू कर सकते हो, मे बी एज अ हॉबी. एंड सम पीपल ऑल्सो लाइक फॉर मतलब उधर ही चले जाते हैं, उस फील्ड में ही घुस जाते हैं.
ओके ओके. तो आई हैव वन मोर क्वेश्चन, बिकॉज एज पर माई नॉलेज, जितना मैंने सुना है, IIT मुंबई से बहुत सारे बच्चे प्लेसमेंट लेने की बजाय means they start with their own venture. That's the culture over there. Right? But why it is like that? Means normally when there is a kid, if you will talk to any particular kid who is studying in maybe 8th, 9th, 10th class, and then you ask them, they say मुझे IIT इसलिए जाना है, वहाँ पैकेज बहुत अच्छा है, वहाँ पे जॉब बहुत अच्छा मिलता है. Whereas the reality is different. The reality is that institute is actually giving you the exposure. Right? So थोड़ा सा बच्चों को उस पर मोटिवेट कीजिए that जैसे जैसे वो आगे बढ़ेंगे और जैसे वो ऐसे बिगर इंस्टीट्यूशंस में पहुंचेंगे लाइक IIT मुंबई, दे वुड बी गेटिंग एक्सपोज टू लॉट मेनी थिंग्स. सो दे शुड डिसाइड देयर गोल्स अकॉर्डिंगली, राइट. तो आप थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में बताइए, मींस ये एक्सपोजर वहां पे इतना अच्छा कैसे है, मींस हाउ व्हाट दे आर प्रोवाइडिंग टू स्टूडेंट्स, बिकॉज ऑफ विच लॉट मेनी वेंचर्स आर कमिंग अप फ्रॉम दैट इंस्टीट्यूट.
Okay, so like one thing I think is कि the alumni of this like these premier institutes, they are like very good and very well connected also. And so you get like there is a start e-cell, entrepreneurship cell in IIT also. So like if they conduct various events like with small prizes to first encourage people to come up with new ideas, and then they also hold bigger level events where they even call investors and you know these kind of people to actually provide you with what's happening at the ground level, right? So it's very inspiring, and I think one of the reasons mainly why people go towards this is because there's so much inspiration and so much opportunities that are provided there in terms of like pursuing this field.
Okay, great. Okay, basically बहुत सारे बच्चे ये जानना चाहते हैं which books to follow, तो मैं थोड़ा सा इसका आंसर करता हूँ. We have recently launched, Vedantu has recently launched a booklet which is available free of cost for downloading for your Maths Olympiad preparation, जिसका लिंक अभी थोड़ी देर के बाद, सेशन खत्म होने के बाद आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिलेगा. I request all focus students that they can download booklets from there also. But other than that, I know there are many books in the market which students follow. तो अर्शदीप, कोई एक आधी बुक अगर आपके दिमाग में हो जो आप बच्चों को बता सके that which seems to be a good book and is a ever time book, means evergreen book which they can follow for Maths Olympiad preparation, तो you can share.
Okay, so firstly वही कि जो material if that is being provided, follow that. Secondly, the books that I remember are like an excursion in mathematics. One is problem primer, another is there is some, I don't remember the exact name, it's challenges and thrills of pre-college mathematics, something like that, right? That I used to follow, and like there were some other books which I don't remember the exact title now. And if you want to go for like a very high level preparation, just only for those people who are like who have qualified for National Olympiad or even after that, like there's a IMO compendium which is like a collection of all the past IMO problems and like a few other problems also based on that level. So you can go for that also, but it's like a very high level book, so I would like keep it aside. The first three that I mentioned, you should like definitely do that.
Okay, great. So that question is also answered, right? Now I can see some students are posting कि क्या ऐसा हुआ, because scoring 102 out of 102 means आपको सब कुछ आता था, राइट? तो ऐसा कैसे, मीन्स मैंने इतने ईयर्स में इतने सारे बच्चों से उनके स्कोर सुने हैं जो आगे कैंप तक गए, आगे उन्होंने इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे भी रिप्रेजेंट किया, बट गेटिंग फुल आउट ऑफ फुल इज समथिंग, मतलब विच इज लाइक समथिंग आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स. सो हाउ यू हैड अचीव्ड दैट? एंड स्टूडेंट्स आर आस्किंग क्या आपको कोई क्वेश्चन ट्रिकी नहीं लगता था? सो दैट्स व्हाट दे आर आस्किंग.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. लाइक क्वेश्चन इनिशियली बहुत, इनफैक्ट सारे क्वेश्चन ऐसे होते हैं कि इनिशियली आप देखो इट्स लाइक कि क्या ही करना है इसमें, मतलब समझ नहीं आ रहा कहाँ से शुरू करें. बट ठीक है, मैं पर्सनली अगर मैं अपनी बात करूँ तो आई यूज टू बी लाइक ज्योमेट्री वॉज माई फेवरेट टॉपिक एंड आई यूज टू बी वेरी गुड एट इट. And generally there were 2 questions that used to come out of 6 questions that were of geometry. तो generally I was able to solve them. तो 2 questions, मतलब इतना confidence मुझे अपने geometry skills पे था कि ठीक है I'll be able to solve them. And apart from that also I think I used to keep a few things handy, like for let's say अगर आप geometry का problem solve कर रहे हो, आपके दिमाग में construction नहीं आ रही, so there are other things that you can like keep handy, like solving it using coordinate geometry, complex numbers, trigonometry, right? इसमें बस ये है कि आप ज्योमेट्री प्रॉब्लम को सॉर्ट ऑफ एक इक्वेशन प्रॉब्लम पे रिड्यूस कर दे रहे हो, एंड आपको बहुत घोड़ागिरी करके बहुत लंबी लंबी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करनी पड़ेंगी, बट फाइनली आपका आंसर आ जाएगा. ठीक है, सो दिस इज वन अप्रोच. द अदर इज कि आप बैक ट्रैकिंग करिए टू गेट अ, बिकॉज बैक ट्रैकिंग करके आप एक ऐसे पॉइंट पे पहुंच जाते हो जिससे आपको आइडिया लग जाता है, अच्छा ठीक है हाउ टू मूव फॉरवर्ड इन दिस प्रॉब्लम. एंड वन अनदर बेसिक थिंग दैट आई रिमेंबर इज कि इंडक्शन, लाइक मैथमेटिकल इंडक्शन वेरी, मतलब हम बहुत भूल जाते हैं ऐसी लाइक छोटे एंड बेसिक थ्योरम्स को. बट द थिंग इज कि मैनी प्रॉब्लम्स आई फेस्ड इनिशियली कि आई यूज टू लाइक स्टार्ट डूइंग देम एंड देन रियलाइज कि अच्छा ये तो मैथमेटिकल इंडक्शन से
हो सकता है.
हाँ, मैथमेटिकल इंडक्शन से या तो स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड हो रहा है या इट्स गेटिंग रिड्यूस टू अ सिंपलर प्रॉब्लम.
Okay.
And mathematical induction is like a very basic thing that is even taught in school books also.
True.
And we tend to forget these basic things. So keep those also in mind. And that's what like I wanted to say like as a collection is कि always try to approach a problem thinking in a basic manner first. Right? ऐसा नहीं है कि आप डायरेक्टली एक कॉम्प्लेक्स चीज सोच रहे हो कि अच्छा इस प्रॉब्लम में ऐसा था. शुरू आप बेसिक अप्रोच से करिए. इफ इट डजंट हेल्प एंड डजंट लाइक यू आर थिंकिंग कि I am not able to move forward, then try to go for some other approaches that you might have encountered in some other problems.
Okay, great. One more question, and I guess probably that will be the second last question for the day. Right, students, I would like to tell you that Arshdeep would be coming again on our channel after a few days. But before we move on to the ending part of the session, there is one more thing. Today, he would be asking you one Olympiad challenge problem, and I shall be giving you a Google form link. आप में से जो बच्चे उसको सॉल्व कर सकते हैं या अपना थॉट प्रोसेस बता सकते हैं हाउ टू अप्रोच दैट प्रॉब्लम, वी शैल बी अवॉर्डिंग देम विद अ स्पेशल गिफ्ट and they would be getting a chance to prepare with Vedantu Olympiad School also. So he will be sharing a problem at the end, that is after 5 minutes or so he would be sharing a problem. But उस प्रॉब्लम को शेयर करने से पहले आई हैव वन क्वेश्चन विच स्टूडेंट्स वर आस्किंग. दे वर आस्किंग क्या आपने किसी और एग्जाम का भी प्रिपरेशन किया लाइक एनएससी, जेएस या एनटीएससी और मींस parallelly other than these Olympiads?
No, actually मैंने बताया ना कि like in ninth middle portion of ninth I got to know about this Olympiad. तो उसके बाद like I was totally dedicatedly working on the Maths Olympiad only. And secondly also कि I didn't like to memorize a lot of stuff. So apart from maths, like in other like history or if these SST kind of subjects they came up, I didn't like to memorize a lot of things.
Okay. Yeah. So a big round of applause for Arshdeep. Students, इतने सही से इसने आपके सभी क्वेश्चंस के आंसर दिए हैं. I want some smiley, some thumbs up for Arshdeep and for session also. Right? थोड़ा सा आप encourage कीजिए, show कीजिए कि आपने अर्शदीप से बहुत कुछ सीखा है, because he is about to ask you one question that is a challenge problem and you would be answering that on a Google form. We would be sharing the Google form link in the description also, and I guess that will be available on the slide also, I hope so. But before that, the last question which I could see was there in the question list also. Arshdeep, they were asking like आपने इतना अच्छा किया मैथ्स ओलंपियाड में भी आप कैंप में पहुंचे, I guess you were among 30 students, top 30 students. Then someone was asking why you were unable to make it to Team India. So you must have felt something at that point of time that okay, अगर ये होता तो मैं शायद कर लेता. तो it is means it is nothing bad to lose a thing, but every such experience gives us a lesson कि अरे यार ये करना चाहिए. So I guess students are looking for that lesson. So what is that?
Okay, so I think lack of confidence was my primary issue. I feel over the years, like I thought about it. The thing is कि जब मैंने 9th में दिया था, I was not confident about clearing pre-RMO, and then फिर 10th में जब दिया तो I cleared RMO, but I was not able to clear the national level. फिर +1 में दिया तो I even cleared the national level, but फिर international नहीं जा पाया. तो इसी बेसिस पे मुझे लग रहा था कि नेक्स्ट ईयर अगर मैं जाऊंगा तो आई गो फॉर इंटरनेशनल.
ओके,
बट द थिंग इज कि जेई था एंड 1 month आई कुडंट अफोर्ड टू लूज, तो मैं नहीं गया था. एंड ऑल्सो लाइक एट द कैंप, मतलब आई थिंक आई जस्ट like 6 or 7 marks. If I had gotten more, I would go for the international also.
Oh, so that was too close to the international team, but he has done really amazingly well in his life, right? तो हम इसकी लाइफ के और एस्पेक्ट्स शेयर करेंगे जब अर्शदीप दोबारा इस चैनल पे आएंगे, और तब हम इनके साथ मजे करेंगे और एक गेम भी खेलेंगे. आई एश्योर यू दैट. बट आज के लिए दिस वाज एन इंट्रोडक्टरी सेशन विद अर्शदीप सिंह, who is a record holder in various Olympiads, and now he will be asking you one challenge problem which you need to answer via a Google form, and whosoever would be giving a right thought process or the methodology of solving that problem would be getting a surprise from our side and would be getting a chance to prepare with Vedantu Olympiad School. So over to you Arshdeep, बताइए आज बच्चों के लिए क्या क्वेश्चन है.
ठीक है. So one problem would be कि let's say there are, so since there are 11 numbers from 1985 to 1995, like included, right? कहीं आप लिख सकते हो?
हाँ जी, I will try. Yes, you can write. You can even write. You can try.
Okay. So there are.
Just carry on. Just carry on.
Okay. 11 numbers. From 1985 to 1995. तो टोटल दीज आर लाइक 44 डिजिट्स, राइट? तो क्या हम इन 11 नंबर्स को इस तरह से हम किसी भी तरह रैंडमली परम्यूटेशन करके एक 44 डिजिट नंबर बना सकते हैं सच दैट दैट नंबर इज प्राइम?
Oh my God!
मैं पूरा नहीं लिख रहा. आई थिंक इट्स क्लियर.
Yeah, I will repeat. And firstly, you need to answer yes or no. And if yes, how? If no, why?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now I've got the question. Look, the question from Arshdeep is that we have got numbers from 1985 till 1995. So there are 11 4-digit numbers. I repeat, there are 11 4-digit numbers. 44 digits are there. So Arshdeep, they are allowed to rearrange. Means even 1985 can be jumbled. No, they need to use that in totality. Okay. So you need to use these 4-digit numbers, but you can rearrange them. And the question is, are you in position to create a prime number? For example, अगर ये मैं पूरा नंबर लिखता हूं तो ये 5 पे एंड हो रहा है, और 5 पे एंड हो रहा है तो ये प्राइम नहीं है. तो that means last number can't be 1895, last number can't be 1985. So that's for sure. But he is asking, can you create a prime number by juggling these 4-digit numbers? If yes, how? If no, why? Yeah, that's your question? Yeah. So that's an awesome question. मुझे सुन के मजा आ गया कि बहुत सही question है. And we are looking for approach that how you would be proceeding for this question. And let's see, we have got a Google form. We have got a Google form. No, we are not having a Google form. Okay, fine. No issues. But you can always, we will post that Google form in the description link. Backhand, I request you to post the Google form in the description so that students are in position to answer that. I repeat the question. Right? The question was, you have got 11 numbers from 1985 to 1995. Your task is, or the question is, can you rearrange these 4-digit numbers in such a manner so that when they are in line, they create a prime number? If your answer is yes, tell me how. If your answer is no, tell me why. You need to submit your answer via a Google form, which we shall be posting in the description. And backend, if you are listening, kindly post in the chat also. Kindly post the Google form in the chat also so that students are in position to answer that. And that's a wonderful question. And we will meet again. Arshdeep has promised us that he would be coming back and we shall be playing a game with the audience versus Arshdeep soon, right? And that will also be a game of mathematics. But abhi ke liye, if you wish to connect, you can connect us on Facebook, you can connect us on Instagram, you can as such visit our channel and you can subscribe to that and keep on learning at Vedantu. So Arshdeep, thanks a lot. Thanks for sharing your wonderful experience with these students. So students, you can say bye, you can say thanks to Arshdeep, and then we'll finish this session. And if you wish to give some like, do give lots of love and lots of likes to this person, amazing personality who has just shared his experience of achievement. Right? Chaliye. With this, we move on to the end of this show and we'll meet again with Arshdeep with some new questions and new games. So bye for now, take care and keep on learning at Vedantu. Thank you, Arshdeep.